The next test that you're going to perform is your content uniformity test. Okay. Now now we have said that weight variation test you determine, so you have to find out whether the content that is going inside the tablet is accurate or not. Okay, so it gives you a rough idea, but it doesn't give an exact idea, right? For example, there may be a possibility where the tablet weight, the tablet weight is 500 milligram, okay, whereas the content is 450 milligram, just for an example. Okay, there may be another tablet from the same machine which is having 500 milligram, but the content is maybe 425 milligram. Is it possible or not? Is this possible? Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Why it is possible? If your mixing etc. is not proper, okay, when you are preparing granulation, you have not properly mixed the powders. So there may be possibility that at one part you are getting more active ingredient, at the other part you are getting less active ingredient. This may be a possibility. Okay, so what you are trying to do is you are solving this problem by doing the content uniformity test. So in content uniformity, you find out the uniformity of the content, that is the active ingredient. So you decide whether your active ingredient is uniformly distributed, okay, in all the tablets. So if you have manufactured 8 lakh tablets, so that 8 lakh tablets, each and every tablet should be having a uniformity in active ingredient. It should not be very high or it should not be very low. Very high active ingredient is going to lead to toxic effect, whereas very low quantity of active ingredient is not going to show any effect. The desired effect is not going to be shown. So each and every tablet should have the content uniformity, the uniformity of active ingredient. So how you are going to perform this test? So you are going to select randomly 10 tablets, any tablets from the batch you are going to select, okay, and then that you are going to assay individually. So you are going to perform the assay. How do you perform this assay? This assay can be performed by any method. You can use a trimetric method, okay, or you can use a UV method, you can use a HPLC method, you can use any method, and you find out the percentage that is present inside this 10 tablets. So you take tablet number 1, you take tablet number 2, you take tablet number 3, you take tablet number 4, and up to 10. You take all these tablets, and you find out the content that is there. So first tablet was containing 100 milligram, the second tablet is containing 90 milligram, the third tablet is containing 101 milligram, the fourth tablet is containing 85 milligram, the fifth tablet is containing 99 milligram, and so on and so forth. So you are going to find out the amount of active ingredient that is present over here, okay, right? Now, what are the limits and standards that have been given for content uniformity? The batch passes the test if all 10, okay, if all 10 contain drug content not less than 85 milligram and not more than 150 milligram. So this is the deviation that is allowed, that is up to 85 to 150 it may be allowed of the drug containing that has been intended. So if we want the drug active ingredient in a tablet to be 100 milligram, just for an example, that has been allowed, then any tablet is having 85 milligram, it passes. The tablet which is having 99 milligram, it passes. The tablet which is having 105 milligram, it passes. The tablet which is having 150 milligram, it passes. But you have found that the active ingredient that is present is 84 milligram or less, then the tablet fails. If you find that the active ingredient is 116 milligram or more, okay, then the tablet fails. Okay, this is for 100 milligrams. Okay, so for 200 milligrams the standards are going to be different. For 50 milligram active ingredient the standards are going to be different. This is with respect to active ingredient. Please remember the labeled claim that you see. So you write down each tablet contains paracetamol dot 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 500 milligram. So here the 500 milligram is the active ingredient. We are finding the content uniformity for active ingredient. So this active ingredient should be in between 85 to 115% for each tablet. Okay, for the selected tablet. If any one tablet contains active ingredients less than 75 milligram or 125 milligram, okay, 85 तो नहीं है उसका, 84 भी नहीं है, 80 भी नहीं है, but 75 से भी लेस है, ओके, या फिर किसी का 115 तो है ही नहीं, but 125 milligram से भी मोर है. If any of these 10 tablets you find this results of 75 to 125, then the test immediately fails. This test is failing over here. Okay, but supposing you find that some is having 184 and some are having 116 or 117, that is in between 125, okay, to 115, or between 75 to 85. That is the case. See, once again I am telling you, if all of them are having in between 85 to 115, test pass ho gaya, you don't have to worry about it. Now you have one tablet, okay, which is below 75, or you have one tablet which is above 125. You will say the test has failed. Okay. Now if it is in between that, if there is only one tablet that contains in the range of 75 to 85 or in the range of 115 to 125 of the labeled claim, then what you are going to do is you are going to take 20 more tablets. You have taken earlier how much? 10 tablets. Now you are going to take 20 more tablets. When will the test pass? If all the 20 tablets contain not less than 85 at not more than 115. अभी जो at least ये 20 tablets लिए है, these all should pass the test. So out of 30 tablets, only one tablet is allowed to have the weight, the content variation of 75 to 85 on 115 to 125. Got it? और कोई भी tablet out of this 30 tablet should not be less than 85 milligram, or out of this 20 tablets, sorry, should not be between 85 to 150. Got it? Understood? Please read it. If you're not able to understand, I'll go to the previous slide. Kindly read this. Then I'll go to the next slide. Again, you read it. And please ask me if you have any question in this. Those who have not understood, they are only going to write down that not understood. Others, those who have understood, no need to write down. Let us go to the next slide.
Sir, there's doubt.
Yeah, I'm reading it. I'm reading it. Yeah, Suyash, you have asked me, please explain the last point in the next. You mean to say this point? See, you have taken 30 tablets. How you have taken the 30 tablets? You have first taken 10 tablets. In the 10 tablet, one tablet has failed. One tablet has failed. It means what? It is in between 75 to 85, 115 to 125. So I have taken 20 tablets more and I am performing the test. Now, when I take these 20 tablets, okay, then the drug content of these next 20 tablets that I have taken should be between 85 to 150. So if you take 30 tablets in total, okay, so if you take 30 tablets in total, then only one tablet is allowed to have the range in between 75 to 85 or 115 to 125. Got it? Because जो second 20 tablets है उसमें तो आपको allowed नहीं है 85 के नीचे जाना, 115 के ऊपर जाना. जो पहले वाला 10 tablets है उसमें एक tablet आपको allowed है. So in total 30 tablets also only one tablet is allowed. That's what I wanted to say over here. So out of 30 tablets, 29 tablets should be in the range of 85 to 150 and only one tablet can be in the range of 75 to 85 to or 115 to 125. Karan Kulkarni, what have you not understood? Please tell me. That point I will explain. Or have you not understood anything? Bhakti, this is for individual tablet. For individual, all the tablets for individual tablet, you are going to perform the assay. Okay. This is not an average. This is for individual tablet, you are going to perform the assay. Okay. Let me take an example. Fine. Now let me take an example of a drug A. This drug A is intended, the label content is 50 milligram. Okay. So the active ingredient is 50 milligram of this tablet. Tablet का बीच कुछ भी रहने दो. That is immaterial now. Okay. The active ingredient should be 50 milligram. That has been given on the label. Now I take one tablet, first tablet, and the first tablet is having, I do the assay and I find that the average, the content of that tablet, okay, the active ingredient present in that tablet is 45 milligram, right? So can you tell me how much is the percentage present of active ingredient? It will be, how much will be it? It will be 90%. If you do the calculation, it is going to be 90%. So active ingredient that is present is 90%. Clear? So it is in between 85 to 150. So I say the tablet passes. I take the second tablet. The weight is 50 milligram. The weight in the sense, the content is 50 milligrams after the assay. I say it is 100%. So the test passes. I take the third tablet. I do the assay and I find out it is 55 milligram is the active ingredient. So it is 105. Again I say the tablet passes. I take the fourth tablet and I find the active ingredient to be 15 milligram, 15. Okay. So the percentage of active ingredient is 30%. Is the percentage of active ingredient. Now what I am going to say? It is deviating. Okay. It is below 75. Or so what I am going to say? The whole content test only fails over here. I don't have to do the further calculations. Because it is below 75. But let us assume that this comes to, let us not take this figure, let us take some other figure, okay, over here. Let us just take the figure of, say, 35. No, 35 will be 70. 42. Let us take the weight content as 42 milligram. So now what is the percentage? 84. So 84 is less than 85, but it is above 75. So like this, one tablet is allowed. Okay. If others are in the proper range of 90, 105, 106, 110, 95, 98, 86, 87, these are the other tablets. Whereas one tablet is 84. In that case, what now we will do is, now we will go to the next 20 tablets. अगर आपके सारे 10 के 10 is 90, 91, 92, 93, 105, 110, 95, 87 इस range में है, between 85 to 115. If it is in this range, then you don't have to go for further 20 tablets. You are going to say that the test has passed. But your one of the tablet is in the range of 75 to 85 or 150 to 125. Then you are going to take 20 more tablets and you are again going to do the test. And in the first 10 tablets, on the next 20 tablets, any of the tablet is below 75 or below 85, or above 125, then you are going to say that the test has failed. The content uniformity test has failed. You have to reject the whole batch.